Hey everyone, my name is Maharshi and my infographics are going to be on some flights and airline data. The client that I have chosen for this presentation is the FAA, which is the Federal Aviation Administration. It is the largest transportation agency of the US government and is one of the biggest in the world. It regulates all aspects of civil aviation and the country and surrounding international waters. It has all the relevant data and thrives on good data to make informative and decisive decisions. The infographics that I will show in this presentation will also impact the government and its decisions regarding aviation measures. Still, my main client for these data and infographics is the FAA. The US has the most flights per day rate compared to all the other countries. Hence, you can understand how critical and crucial data gathering and management is for them. Some of the objectives of the FAA include airspace and air traffic management, civil aviation abroad, research and development in aviation field, and air navigation facilities. The infographics that will be shown in this presentation will cover and hit all these objectives. They will help FAA in crucial decision making regarding fulfilling the objectives. Let's dive into some numbers that will make you understand how huge of a corporation the FAA is and how critical data is for them. As you can see from this metric, from this graphic, is that FAA handles almost 20,000 US airports, and the FAA is handling 45,000 flights. $25 billion have been invested, 870,000 drones have been registered, 300,000 remote pilots certified, and 500 space launches. It is clear from this data that the operations carried out by FAA are vast and humongous. So much is at stake for the organization, and every piece of data is helpful for them in decision making. If you talk about the audience of FAA, it is literally every passenger that flies within the US or go through the US. As mentioned in the introduction, FAA is a vast organization that thrives on sound data, and it's pretty much a necessity for them to make sure flights are flown flawlessly. There are two infographics that I will talk about in this presentation. The first one will show the departure delays according to the states in the US, and the second visualization will show the number of flight data according to the airline. Both of these infographics are very easy to understand, and the data that they try to showcase is seen pretty clearly, and they can help my client immensely in decision making and changing strategies, and even data collection as well. The first graph shows the departure delays by state. This will help my client understand which states have the highest number of delays compared to the other states, and this will help them make sound and informed decisions based on the data and the visualization. FAA has a portal within its main web page that shows how much and what flights are being delayed. This infographic will go right in with that data. As it can be seen, the redder the color of the state, the more departure delays that state has, and the bluer it is, the fewer departure delays. They can then see what other states, for example, what I mean by that is the states with fewer departure delays are doing, and can use their strategy or copy some management aspects towards the more delayed states. Flight delay is inevitable, and it plays a vital role in both profits and losses of the airline. An accurate estimation of flight delay is critical for airlines because the results can be applied to increase customer satisfaction and the income of airline agencies as well. With this data, the FAA will have enough information to predict the delay times according to states and can act upon it effectively. The visualization is clear and easy to read and understand. This is an effective infographic strategy when a precise dissection of a region or a state is to be shown and can be easily plotted. FAA can see this and make decisions regarding a number of things, for example, staffing, pilot availability, smoother management, and many more. With this infographic, along with the data set of total number of flights flown in each state, critical comparisons can be made and effective decisions can be carried away. The second infographic shows the number of flights on a weekly basis and divides it with the airline. The main getaway from this data is the infographic, and the data is to know what airline operates the most in the USA and how much statistical difference there is relative to other airlines. It also divides the data according to the week data for more clarity and rich information. The trend line is colored so it's easy to know what airline the reader is looking at. As it can be seen, Southwest ranks first and by a margin as well. On the other hand, other airlines have pretty much closer numbers. FAA can make numerous decisions based on this. For example, space and terminal allowance for different airlines. This information can also be used by the airlines and even customers to know the flexibility and the availability of airlines. And that is it for my presentation. Thank you for watching.